Welcome everyone. It's so good to see you again for spending time with us for the book gathering. It is Friday and the weekend is just around the corner. The reason I picked Friday to do actually the book gathering is because it's a good time to end the week, and then you have the whole weekend to kind of work and take away some great tips from this book gathering so you can actually be implementing because that's really what it takes. So I have Tara here with me. Say hi to everybody, Tara.
Hi everybody, welcome.
So we're keeping our distance here, so we're practicing she's like on the other side here. But we are so happy that you are here with us. And today we're going to be discussing part 2 of the Make Millions with Your Medical Spa, How to Make Millions with Your Medical Spa book. And we have actually a bunch of fun and exciting announcements to make. So first of all, I just want to let you know that we're going to give away some great prizes during this gathering.
Yes.
We're going to give away a leap ahead seat, like $3,000 worth, which is nice. And then we're going to give away some of the audios that we have so you can start implementing. Of course, everything that we do, the webinars are all on the USB right now. So we're going to give away some of those. So now let me tell you how you're going to get to win. You want to hear it? Yes. All right. So I'm going to give away an award for the best question that comes in today. And I'm going to start by giving away the newest program that we have, which is called the We Dare system. And we did this a couple of days ago. I actually came up with the system it's been now almost 4 weeks because I did it right when everything hit. And I've been implementing it with all of our members. And I have to tell you, some of them have hit the ground running and they're literally making a lot of money with it. So I'm going to give this away today to someone that has the best questions submitted. So it's going to make you thousands of dollars even now, which will be great. So it's called the We Dare system. And then I'm going to give away a Don't Sell Recommend. I'm going to give away the event planning where you can learn how to do 6-figure events once we get back open. And then I'm going to give away the Success with Guest Consultation. So these are our most popular systems that we have. And I'm going to give them all away plus the 1 seat to the Leap Ahead seminar, which is worth $3,000. So there you go. I'm going to do something fun. Now, the other thing we're going to do is discuss chapter or part 2. And part 2 in the book is all about marketing. And I have to tell you, you could have the most beautiful place, you could have the best team, but if you don't focus on marketing, you have nothing. So marketing is so important, and driving traffic to your business is like number 1. So in the chapter, in part 2, there's 3 chapters. There's traffic. It's all about how you can generate more traffic. Chapter 6 is about differentiating yourself from the competition. It's all about differentiation. And then chapter 7 is about ready, set, go, which is all about how to do videos. So you are seen as the expert in your community and you're positioning yourself as such. So those are the things that we're going to talk about today. Now, we already have a lot of questions that came in over the week from last week. And last week, if you were with us, many were, but in case you were not with us, I should say, you can go back and watch the first one we did. You can go back to Global MedSpa Association.com and you'll be able to see all the videos that we're doing for the MAPS series that we're doing to combat the coronavirus and make sure that your business is successful and that you're still planning your recovery. So those are the things. So in the last part, we talked about finances. We talked about how important it is to have a healthy business. And that's really the most important thing. To me, it's like you have to have a good, solid foundation, good structure for your budget and a compensation model and cash flow and all the expenses, all make sure that they're measured and that you're not overspending or underspending, making sure that all your finances are in order. So that's what we talked about in the last one. And we had so many comments back about how much everybody really liked the book gathering. And, you know, I was talking a little bit earlier before everybody was online that this is so fun for me. I really like it. It's a little bit different than just teaching, right, or just doing your typical webinar that we do. So it's really fun. So we have people with us from all over the world today. That's what's so fun about the internet and being able to just do this. And all of a sudden you're talking to people from Spain and Germany and Malaysia and Australia. And it's amazing how far your reach can go.
From the comforts of your home.
Yeah, from right here in Daytona Beach, right on the beach. I don't know if you guys can see the beach really good, but it's a beautiful day, even though it's a little bit cloudy, I should say. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not crowded at all right
now.
It's
not crowded at all. That's right. Yeah. So what we're going to do is start taking in some of the questions from the marketing. I want to give you first a little overview of marketing, and then we'll start on the questions. And if you have questions while you're with us live, feel free to just enter them into the chat, and I can see that they're already popping in, so that's good. And any marketing questions, or if you have any questions from the last chapter, which was about having a financial health, having a business that's healthy, right. And then we'll dive into all the questions. So let's talk a little bit about some of the most important things when we're talking about marketing. There are a few principles that you really need to keep in mind, and those are things that we definitely can expand on and answer questions on. But to me, when we're talking about marketing, and one of the things that we find often of people not doing right is your branding. Right. It's like that whole image that you have about your company that people more likely find online before any place else. So if you have any questions on branding, make sure you go ahead and ask them. The second thing that's very important when it comes to marketing is positioning. So it's all about how people see you and perceive you. And if they see you and perceive you as the experts that you are, then they're going to be drawn to you. So you really need to look at your positioning and see where you are right now with that. What's the opinion? Then we can't talk about marketing without lead generation. And I harp this on my members all the time. Is what are you doing to generate leads? What did you do today to generate leads? What did you do this whole month to generate leads? And if you're not focused on lead generation, then you don't have a business. You know, like before I go to sleep, my team teases me all the time. I want to know how many people opted in from the website. I want to know how many new leads we got. Because the more new leads you have, the more opportunity you have for growth. And the business just goes up like crazy when you have a good lead generation strategy. So that's very important. And then the other mistake we find often is the lack of sales funnel, right? Yes. Like they build a website, there's no lead generation, there's no way for people to be funneled from lead to actual coming in for a consultation. So usually that mechanism is missing from most people when we first start.
Or they go somewhere and they have no idea where they've gone. I've heard so many people say, well, I know we got their information, but they don't know where,
yeah,
what platform it went to or anything.
They just magically appeared.
It just magically appeared.
And then the other thing that's very important is the marketing mix. Now, in the marketing plan that we have, which I don't have one at my house to show you, but we have a marketing plan that's about like, I don't know, 70, 80 pages long. And in it, it has 72 or 73 different ways to market your business. So we call that the marketing mix. So what are you going to use? What kind of platforms are you going to use to market your business? So that's another thing that you would have to decide on. And then, of course, building your list. Actually, I was talking to one of our doctor clients today. She's down in Palm Beach. And one of the most important, she's brand new. They just opened like 2 months ago, right? and it's difficult for those people that just actually open. And one of the things we talked about is her teaming up with other businesses to do webinars, and I'll dive into
That's
that
a
a
good
little
idea.
bit more, and so she can generate leads. And I have to tell you, I even connected with another mastermind members together, and now they're gonna do a webinar together to tap into different people's databases and expand their reach. So the list is very important, your client list. And then, of course, a couple of things that are very important is you need to come up with a marketing budget and know exactly how much can you invest as a business in marketing. And that could be really all over the board. But those are the main things that I wanted to definitely bring to your attention as essential business principles as far as marketing is concerned. So let's see how we're doing with
Well, Liz
questions.
just wanted to pop in and say thank you for giving Malaysia a shout out because she's here live from Malaysia. So she really
nice.
appreciated
So
that.
I was in Malaysia a few years ago. I was in Kuala Lumpur, and I absolutely loved it. I've never seen so many people drive on motorcycles than ever before. And then the client, I was staying there at the Mandarin Oriental Hotel, a beautiful property right in the heart of Kuala Lumpur. She's probably enjoying me telling everybody
She probably
about this.
is.
But they took me one night. I was there speaking at a conference, and they took me one night to the hotel. I believe it was either the Ritz or the Marriott, where they had an entire connection to an underground where all kinds of restaurants and shopping. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. I have to tell you, it was amazing. And what a country. I loved my time there. So welcome from Malaysia. I've also, been to Russia. I've been all over the world, which is really nice. So I'm sure that's why we have a lot of people from everywhere. Very cool.
Alrighty, so like you said, so many people kept hitting questions in about this chapter of the book, and they loved last week. So we're going to start right with the traffic, which is chapter 5.
Yeah.
So Stephanie had written in and asked, I'm brand new and not open yet. How do I go about generating leads so I can have clients once I'm open? Online strategies, any ideas for her?
Absolutely. So when you're brand new, the best advice I can give you, because getting leads is expensive.
Right.
And you have to really determine how much am I willing to spend for each lead that I can generate for my business. And if you're just starting, especially like now, nobody can go anywhere. I would give you the same advice I just gave the 2 mastermind members I was talking to this morning. I would partner up. Actually, our entire teaching this past couple of weeks have been on doing webinars and how you can reach literally thousands of people right away. So I just want to use one little example for you. So one of our members, they have a plastic surgery center and a med spa up in Pennsylvania. As a matter of fact, they were on a webinar with me when I did the launch for the We Dare seminar. So if you want to know who they are, you can go see them. But I have to tell you, we did an email blast together to send out to their entire database to invite them to the webinar. And then we did the landing page. And then within a few hours of them sending out that email, Tara calls me up and she says, how much?
It was 61 people in just a few hours.
Yeah, and then by the evening, I get an email from Brianna saying they're at 100 and something. And then yesterday they did their webinar and they had over 50, they had like 57 or 58 people that actually attended live. So that's amazing to be able to reach that many people this quickly. Now, that does not answer her question, but let me tell you how I would continue now in answering her question. So now that you have, let's say, a business that has a database, you can set up a webinar together and you can do an interview, or you can talk about a topic that both of you are experts at, where you can send out an invitation to all their databases, hers, whatever you have, or if you don't have anybody, you can do a post on Facebook. You can start getting people interested in what you do. And when you tap into another business's database like that, where they can send out the invitation, don't mistake me. I'm not saying they're gonna give you their database. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you create the invitation, you send it out to everyone. They send it out, you send it out. So now we have a bunch of people that are registering for this event. And then usually whoever registers, you guys can share those names because they're both interested in what that topic is. So I have to tell you, that's the most economical way to do something because it doesn't really cost anything.
Well, and I think that's what was sitting here in my mind is because you talked about the leap ahead and the marketing plan, and you have 72, 73 different strategies, but they're all economical strategies, right?
Exactly, yeah. And marketing does not have to be expensive, you guys. In today's age, we can do so many things that they don't cost a lot of money. So you can do that. I told you I practice what we preach. So we did our first MAP series webinar with Jill Swartz from medical training, clinical training. And the first webinar we did together, we had literally hundreds and hundreds of people join us. That's because, again, we sent it to our database, she sent it to hers, and we had everybody join. And it really works. Business to business relations is really the easiest and the most economical way for you to build your business when you're first starting out.
And it's nice if you find someone that you have the same kind of database.
Same kind of target
market. Yeah. It's a lot less work for either side.
Exactly. Well, that's a very key fact, actually. You don't want to just go do a webinar with just anybody. You want to do a webinar with someone that has the same target market as you want, right? So that's very, very important. So, and of course, I mean, there are, like I said, in the marketing plan, there's over 70 different ways to market your business. So starting out is probably the toughest thing for marketing because nobody knows who you are. And if you're not putting yourself out there and showing people what an expert you are or why they should come to see you. So between videos, between webinars, between social media, those are all the things that I would definitely encourage her to.
I mean, and they don't even have to do a lot just to go live on Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah.
Very simple to do.
Exactly.
Alrighty, so then let's get to Frank's question. Frank wants to know, how important is a website and what is a good price to charge for a website?
To pay?
To pay.
Yeah. So, the website is probably the most important thing that you have. I see some messages coming up here. Hi, everybody. It's great. Everybody's communicating with us. For the website, your website is probably your biggest and most important factor when it comes to branding and positioning, because people are going to see you there before they see you anywhere else. That first impression. And you know how people, how quick they are with their finger. So if you don't grab their attention immediately and know exactly who you are and what you stand for and how you can help them right from that home page, they're gone. That finger is so fast, it's just gonna, they're gone. So your website, and it takes a while to really build a good website. And then the other misconception people have about website is they think that they can just build it and forget it. There is no such thing.
Right.
Like, we are doing something to our website every single day. Change this webinar, put this invitation out, do this, do that, tweak that. I mean, there is not a day.
It's like those little robot babies. You have to keep feeding it. If you don't feed it every day, it's not going to survive.
Exactly. So you have to have your hands in it all the time. As far as like what to charge for a website, I mean, the prices are all over the place. You can get somebody, all of a sudden, a cousin of yours or something that's gonna say, oh, I can build you a website for $500. I'm like, okay, good luck with that. So
because you're gonna get back what you paid for it, right?
Exactly. And then, well, you can have some people that charge you $10,000, $15,000, $18,000 to do a website. So like, why? What separates the $500 website or the $20,000 website? Really, it's all on how they sell you on it. an average price for a website, you should be able to have a website built for around $5,000-$6,000, really. I mean, that's what we charge, because anything, if I charged any more than that, I would feel like I'm ripping people off, frankly, because it is time consuming, and it's very important to have certain principles for the website to really help you operate properly. But I don't think you should pay more than somewhere around the $6,000, at the most $7,000 for a website, a good one.
Perfect. So Deborah is asking, in the book, you talk about creating educational audio webinars and books to generate leads. What happens if you don't know how to do all of these things, which does happen?
Yeah. Nobody was born with knowledge,
right?
Like, I wasn't born as smart as I am now. I had to learn all these things, right? So you may not know how to do it now, but it doesn't mean that you don't know how to do it tomorrow. I would just start. You need to start somewhere. And even if you just flipped on the camera and you sat down and just talked to yourself and just watch and see, what did I like about this? What didn't I like about this? And do it. I wasn't born an author. I had to learn how to write. I remember my first writing job was when I was in the hospitality industry running a resort, and I had to start writing things for my team. And I was horrible. I didn't know how to write. And I had to teach myself how to write. And now I have 3 books. I write articles. I just submitted an article yesterday for the magazines. You just have to start, and you read, and you listen, and you gain a proven, effective model to follow. So if you get a coach or a mentor or someone who's done these things and can guide you, like, we help people publish books. As a matter of fact, one of the mastermind members I was talking about earlier came to the book writing seminar, but she still hasn't published her book. I'm like, what are you waiting for? Let's go.
I mean, I had 4 people from before that's already messaged me this week saying, okay, I am working on my book right now because they're not doing much of anything else.
Yeah.
Why not finish it?
Exactly. So it's very important to write, especially since, I mean, you guys, many of you are either entrepreneurs, medical professionals, business people, smart. You guys are all smart. And if you get a thought in your head of something that you can help someone with, you can sit down and actually write it out, keeping that person in mind. I'm going to give you a little quick lesson on how I started learning things. One thing is, you have to put yourself in their shoes. Why would they want to read this? Why would they want to watch this? What will they benefit from it? What will they walk away with? And if you keep that in mind when you're doing, whether it's an article, a video, or a seminar, or a webinar, or whatever, those are the essential things you need to keep asking yourself. Because if you're just going to talk, you're not going to have a following. That's not going to work. So if you give value and people really are benefiting from what you're doing, then you can write it down. You can do a video about it. You can do all these things. So just get started.
So are you going to bill me for that information later?
Yes.
That was very valuable.
That's free information.
I know. Wow. Aren't they lucky to be on getting this for free?
I know. You are getting here for free.
So after they do all this amazing stuff and then they have their clients in front of them, Joe's question is perfect, and he says, is it legal to ask people for testimonials? Because again, it's going back to the website.
Yep.
The more they can feed it, the better it is.
Absolutely.
So
yes, it's perfectly legal. I know a lot of people, doctors especially, they think about the HIPAA laws and you don't want to violate HIPAA and all this stuff. And I totally understand that. We never want to violate any laws because that's not what we want to do. But if you have a release form, which all of you should have. As a matter of fact, we teach that should be part of the initial paperwork that you sign. Like, if I came as a new client to you, you should have me sign that, like, from the beginning. And if they sign that testimonial form, the authority for you to go and publish their testimonials, and if they're going to give you a testimonial, then of course there's no law being broken. But while we're talking about testimonials, I have to tell you, social proof is one of the most important things you can do for your business. And the more people are talking about you and how good you are, the better off you are. I'll just give you a quick little example of what happened just 2 days ago when I did the We Dare webinar. And those are things that you should do too, by the way. These are things that we teach all of our members. So when I did the We Dare webinar, I actually invited 2 groups of our mastermind group to be with me. And it was Madeline from Canada and Brianna and Linda from Pennsylvania. They both have businesses. They've both been members for almost 3 years. And I have to tell you, they hit the ground running when all this happens. And Linda, she was on the webinar with me, and this is what she said. She says, you know, when all this hit, Dori was with us like immediately talking about what we need to do. And it was like a live testimonial for me on the webinar for a whole hour, them talking about how they implemented this system and how they're making thousands of dollars from it, and how last month she actually made money, not only broke even, but made money. And those are the things that you should do too. So if you have clients like this who are fans of yours, so next time you do a webinar, you should invite them and let them tell you about their experience in working with you.
Well, and I think with people personally, for me, I mean, I went through HCG and I was so excited about my results. When people see me, I have no problem telling them where I went and what I did.
Absolutely.
Because I'm excited about it and I want them to get the same results. So
absolutely,
I'm more than willing to tell her.
Yeah.
So,
and so you need to do that. Testimonials are huge, by the way. And we have a whole process for them. I mean, we only have so much time together today, but we have an entire process on how to really ask for testimonials and then what to do with them after. Again, we practice what we preach. We probably have over 100 video testimonials, like video testimonials, not just any testimonials. We have literally our guest books that we have at the Leap Ahead seminar. We have, I don't know how many books, all filled with written testimonials. So yes, you need them for sure.
So Jessica had asked us, what is one of the most important things about marketing in the generation?
Like what generation?
Meaning,
I'm not quite sure on the clarity on that question.
Maybe more focusing on building their list. Like you said, if they're not fast, then people click through. So what would they need to fill forms out on their website to collect those clients?
Oh, to generate leads from the website? Yes, so we call that an opt-in, right? When somebody actually opts in from the website. As a matter of fact, your website, go back to that conversation a little bit. Your website should do several things for you. One is you should be able to generate leads from it. 2, engage and inform your clients. 3, make you money. And 4, give you great positioning. So those are the things that your website should really do for you. Now, the most important of all those, they're all important, but the most important is generating the leads. And what works very well is making some kind of an enticing offer on the homepage to get people to actually submit their information. And then their information is going into either your MailChimp or your Constant Contact. And that gives you the opportunity to start building the relationship with them and then start marketing to them. So that to me is so important. Like when you go on our website, you get to have like the book for free, right? Is that enticing enough? Absolutely. And that's what we teach all of our clients to do too. Like all the ones that are going to become published authors, we're going to take their book, we're going to put it on the site and then ask people to actually get it for free, because you don't write the book to make money, right? You write the book to market your business. So the leap ahead seat that we're gonna give away actually is for all the people, all of you who bought the book on Amazon. And by the way, if you don't have a hard copy yet, you should, because it's only $1 this month on Amazon. $1. So go get it. And then we're gonna draw a name to give away the Leap Ahead ticket at the end of our 4-part series. So this is our second one. So we have 2 more parts. Or actually we have
2 more.
Yeah, we have 2 more parts. And we're gonna announce the winner of the Leap Ahead by taking a name from all the people that went to Amazon and purchased the book. So if you don't have one yet, you really should. And that's a $3,000 seminar to come to. It's 3 days. Yes. And yeah, we would love for you to leave a review. Thank you. On Amazon. Yeah, go on Amazon and leave us a review.
So I have a question live, and I think it's a perfect question to ask right now. First off, Alicia just asked again, could you tell them the title of the book so that they can find it on Amazon?
Oh, okay. So the book is How to Make Millions with Your Medical Spa by Dori Soukup, S-O-U-K-U-P. So you can get actually, you can find it either by my name or the book. So How to Make Millions with Your Medical Spa by yours truly, Dori Soukup.
So let's answer this question. As we get ready for the hopeful day when things get back to normal, what do you feel are some things we in the industry can do to market now, plus make people feel that they're a safe place to come back to, because everybody's been stuck inside, given the nature of their businesses being med spa and the personal touch?
And that's a great question. And that's what we're working on right now, actually. It's what we call the recovery plan and relaunch, re-grand opening to get out. And those are all the things that we're working on now with our mastermind members. Now that we showed them how to make money, now it's time to get ready for the relaunch, and very important. So the first thing I would want to do is make sure that I have all my structure and all my business set up in a way that it's going to relaunch with me maybe introducing something new, something exciting. Like this week, what we worked on is redefining maybe the membership program that everybody has. And next week, we're going to talk about all the safety things that you have to do and make sure that everybody understands it. So I would do a video, first of all, for the safety, because everybody's concerned, right? They're still talking about us maybe wearing masks and this and that. So we have to come up with an entire sanitizing protocol and be able to do a video on it and give our clients enough confidence that this is a safe place for me to come to. So as a preparation, the first thing I would want you to do is go through your entire facility and make sure that it is prepared for business, that everything is absolutely spotless and clean and organized, and just truly do a spring cleaning. You know, I have to tell you, I'm amazed sometimes when I go to on sites, I'm amazed how much clutter and just stuff. The other S I want to use actually, there's just shit all over the place. So get clean, get organized, get sanitized, get the place ready, looking absolutely beautiful. You'll be amazed what one coat of paint will do. So freshen it up, show something new and exciting. It doesn't have to cost you a lot of money. I'm not saying spend a lot of money. I'm just saying make it look a little bit different, right? So that's one. Then the second thing, as far as what you can do, is exactly what we've been talking about, is doing the videos, doing the webinars, doing your social media announcements and posts and things, being out there and letting people know that soon you'll be relaunching. And it makes a big difference. So really it's all about planning and making sure that you have your database informed of exactly what you need to do. But see, that's what separates this, you know, brings me up to something. There are some people that just totally close their place. Well, our members did not close their place. They might have closed their place, but they did not close for business. We just took the business online. So they still have guest relations working. They still have therapists working. So just because you're closed, so something happened there. There, what happened to the screen? So just because, you know, your business is closed physically does not mean you need to be closed for business. So a lot of people that we're working with, they're actually open. They're still communicating with their clients. So the transition is going to be a lot easier for those kind of people. So if that's you, if you're still open, then it's going to be, or not necessarily the physical openness, but if you're still communicating, then it's very much easier to get that message out to your people. So, all right. So let's give away something. I think out of all those questions, which one do you think? We should probably ask everybody. Should we do a poll? Which one of those questions do you think was the best question for me to give away the We Dare system? So this is the brand new system that I just did. And it has 3 parts in it. It's amazing, actually. I'm so proud that I came up with this so fast. As a matter of fact, that's what Linda was saying when she was on the webinar. She's like, as soon as this happened, Dori was on the phone the very next day. Okay, guys, here's what we're going to do.
Which is true.
It is true. And I came up with a whole system just like now. And I have to tell you, you can make thousands of dollars doing this. And if you want to go see the preview webinar, you can go check it out. It's on Global MedSpa Association.com, Global MedSpa Association.com, or InSPAration and you can go and watch the preview for free. But let's give this away. I want to give away. So we're selling it for $5.99. But we gave $100 off for anybody that was on the webinar. So I'll honor the same thing. So if you want to get it, you can go to InSPArationManagement.com and get it and implement it, and you'll start making thousands of dollars. And I am going to give it away for free. So who do you think had the best question?
Well, I think, let me go on here.
Should we give it to the last one? Actually, the last question was the very last question. Who was it?
Estrelada Gonzalez.
Miss Gonzalez. Where is she from? Do we know?
She didn't say where she's from yet.
Okay, so
she already said yay.
Yay!
She's throwing her hands up here.
Yeah. All right. So
she's from Vancouver.
Vancouver. I was just there.
Yeah.
I was there in January.
You were.
Yeah. I love Vancouver. It's actually one of my favorite cities. It's so much fun.
Yeah. You were supposed to be in Toronto, what, last week? This week?
Oh my gosh. Like my drive. You know, I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, what is one thing I really miss from my life changing? Because as you know, I spend half of my time on airplanes. I'm working on my 2nd million miler. And it's just, I was thinking the other day exactly about this. Like, when was the last time I packed a suitcase? It was the end of February when I came back from New York.
And you used to be a master at it. You might have to get in the habit again.
I know. But I do miss traveling, so I miss Vancouver. But anyway, congratulations, Miss Gonzalez. We will be sending you an email.
She loves you, Dori.
Oh, thank you.
And just so you know, you'll be able to get it digitally. So anything that you get is digital.
Yes. As a matter of fact, one of our clients from Canada, she's a major player in our mastermind group, Madeline, and she's just generating. I mean, she did not miss a beat, Madeline. She's just like was right on it. She was telling everybody on the webinar, as a matter of fact, that she's still profitable, even like now, like carrying through. Instead of being in the hole, she's maintaining. That's awesome.
I think she rolled out just like you. Every time you throw something new at them, she's right on the ball, jumping in and saying, okay, let's start with her.
Let's give away another one.
Sure.
Should we do a poll? Did anybody do a poll? Tell us whether you have a medical spa, a day spa, wellness center, anything like that. Do we have any questions from the Instagram or the
No, that's
Facebook?
what I was looking at. They were all waving and saying
they were
hi.
all saying hi. Okay, good. So the next one I'd like to give away is the Success with Guest Consultation. So if you want to submit your questions, I'm going to give away the Sacred System. The Sacred System is amazing. It's like when you, actually you can do this on the phone, by the way, too, just like we taught them how to do the We Dare system on the phone. So this can be in person when you reopen or on the phone. And we teach you how to do a full-blown customized program with the Success with Guest Consultation. You get all the forms and all the tools. You get a video of me actually role-playing it. It's an amazing program. We also have a manual that goes with it. So it truly will help you generate thousands of dollars from each consultation. As a matter of fact, Dr. Stain from Canada, a couple of weeks ago, when this whole thing kind of blew up, I had done a call with her, and then right after the call, she did a consultation. She was averaging about $1,200 a consultation. So when we got done talking about the Success with Guest Consultation, she called me up and said, well, I just had somebody spend $7,000 with me for the consultation. And she was just so excited because she went from $1,200 to $7,000 doing the application of the sacred system. So I'm very excited. So is anybody asking some questions? We can give it away.
Well, so let's see here. What's going on? We have some people putting in where they're at, so you can just write in the chat if you're med spa, day spa, what wellness center, and keep that going.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right, so we talked about traffic. We can move on actually to differentiation a little bit and talk about that, because at the end of the day, it really is all about that differentiation, how you position yourself, how you communicate with your community, how people see you. That's all part of the differentiation between that. So, excuse me. I should have had my cup of tea. Tea, anyone? Yeah. So let's have it. Do we have some questions about
We do. So Dr. David had submitted in and said, I have a place in a very competitive area.
Mhm.
It's very difficult to differentiate what everybody's doing the same thing as far as treatments. What suggestions do you have to be able to differentiate ourselves from the rest of the area?
Yeah, and that's a question that's so often asked, how to differentiate yourself. Because if a consumer wants something, they're gonna go online, right? They're gonna search, and then a bunch of websites are gonna come up. And frankly, they all are the same. They all use the same stupid stock images with the needle in your lips, or with the lady laying down with the stupid 3 little stones on her back. Come on. Like, can't we think of something else? I'm very anti-stock images, by the way. You really should have your own photo shoot. So if you want to differentiate, that's the first step.
Right.
Don't have the same pictures. It's so funny. You should do this exercise, actually. You can go to a website from 1 to 1 to 1, and they all have the same pictures of the same girl.
Right.
With the same needle.
Apparently she's going to be rich somewhere.
Yeah. Excuse me. So,
and I think part of that ties back into what we talked about earlier is feeding the website. You know, they can continuously feeding it by adding in their own images.
Yeah.
Even if they don't have them right this moment.
Exactly. Well, actually, this is something all part of your recovery program, right? So you can hire a model. Actually, you can hire a local model very cheap, you guys, and get them to come in and do like a good photo shoot. Don't put a chair, and then this is what really drives me nuts. Let me just tell you exactly how I feel right now. So I would go on somebody's website and I would look at like their pictures or whatever, on top of having a stock image of somebody, you know, so Photoshopped. But anyway, then they have a picture of their injecting room or their massage room with that empty bed. Like, what are we selling furniture? Like, oh, thank you. I'm so glad you showed me that chair, because now I want you to inject me, because that chair is awesome. Like, what the fudge? Are you kidding me? Like, why? Or they have a desk, beautiful mahogany desk, nice wood. But where's the guest relations person? Oh, those are the things that just drive me crazy. You should have people in that. So you want to differentiate, you really starts there with how you present yourself. So your website. Then the other thing, of course, is what people think of you, your own positioning as a leader, and then the rest of the team. And what do people do when they want to decide where to go? They're gonna go look at reviews, they're gonna go look at your social media, they're gonna go look at your website. And if they don't see things that will make it easy for them to decide that you are the choice, then you did not win them. You have to make it easy for them to see that you are the choice. You are the only choice. So how do we do that? We do that by putting things again on our platforms that will get them thinking that you are the right choice. By your knowledge, by your expertise, by your before and after pictures, by your testimonials. All these things add up to where they look at you as you are the right choice. And when you get to that point where you're helping your consumers feel that way, you have won differentiation, my friends. But if you don't do all these little extra things, like they see that you are a public speaker, you are an author, you are an expert, people seek you out for advice. It's all about positioning. It really is. It really is.
So you keep talking about real photos, not furniture. What if they have a team member and say that team member leaves and they don't want their images to be stale? What would you recommend for that?
That's why I said they should hire models. You should never have your team members as part of your marketing material. They could be part of the videos, things like that, because that you can always take down. But if it's a brochure, if it's your website, you don't want to have to keep dealing with that. So I would just hire some models, do my photo shoot, and then do it that way. You have a nice natural way. You should have a husband and a wife, a team. You should have young, old. You should have black, white, Chinese. You should have everything. just your whole ethnic group should be as part of whatever it is that you want to make the point. So again, take your target market into account. I was reviewing a website the other day, and I swear, the picture in the slider was of a girl that she could have been maybe 18 years old. Like, come on, are you stupid? Like, why would you want to put an 18-year-old person when you have a medical spa? Do you think that's your target market? No. But see, again, they let designers design their websites without knowing what the industry is or what they do. I mean, it's much better to have somebody build you a website that is part of the industry. It makes a lot more sense that way. So we're not picking young people.
So I want to ask a question from Leslie here on Zoom. She's a medical practice. We're talking about setting yourself apart. She goes, what is the best way to have your raving fan customers spread the word about you?
Well, you need to repurpose them. So here's how you do this. Thank you for the question, by the way. That's a very good question. So if I have a bunch of testimonials and I want to spread them out to get the most out of them, so I'm going to recycle them. I'm going to let's say I had a review or a testimonial or something in person or on Facebook or on Instagram, but it didn't show up on Facebook. Then I'm going to take it from here. I'm going to put it on here. Maybe it wasn't on the website, so I'll take it from Instagram and put it on the website. I would send out an email blast about it with something that I'm trying to offer. So you should really match your testimonials to what it is that you're offering. So the perfect example with the We Dare. Now, if I would have brought another mastermind member on here that did not implement We Dare, would that have been as effective? Absolutely not. So I brought the right people to this webinar because I know they implemented what I taught them. They were seeing success with it and they knew that it worked. So you would do the same thing. So if somebody gave you a testimonial about being a great injector, then I'm going to create a Botox or a fillers marketing campaign I'm gonna take that little testimonial and I'm gonna put it in there. So now the person giving me a testimonial is about that topic that I'm trying to get recognized for. And then I would also take them, I'm gonna give you another tip, this is a little bonus for you. Then you would take them and put them right on each page of the website. So people usually take the testimonials and just put them all in one page. That's not very smart. So if I have testimonials for injections, then I'm gonna put them on the injections page, sprinkle them. If I have cool sculpting testimonials, I'm gonna put them on the cool sculpting page. And will I put them also on the other page? Yes, but they need to be there. So when I do all my campaigns, I'm taking people back to what it is I want them to buy, but I wanna make, again, their choice what? Super easy to make a decision, so they would have the testimonials right there on that page. So you have your problem, your hook. Are you looking older? You want solutions? Well, here, try Botox, fillers, and then look what people are saying about it. And then you have all this on a page. So as a consumer, if I came to this page and I saw all these things, what did you just help me do? You helped me be the easy choice. So I'm gonna click, I'm gonna reserve a consultation. So that's how to use. I like your question. I'm gonna give this away to you.
I just wrote
Who is
Leslie. Leslie was the winner of that.
Leslie, where are you from, Leslie? I'm gonna give you the Success with Guest consultation. Leslie, we have lots of questions. I don't know if you can see her. All right, well, I hope you're still listening, Leslie, because I just answered your question.
She's still here.
Yes.
Just don't know where she's from.
Okay. So the Success with Guest consultation is
She's
yours.
from Michigan.
Michigan? I was in Michigan too in January. Those were my 2 trips, Vancouver and Michigan. That's funny. I was so sick in Michigan. Oh my gosh. It was so cold and freezing in the middle of January. I was doing an on-site. Sue from, oh my God, Youthful.
Fountain of Youth.
Fountain of Youth. Sue from Fountain of Youth, who's been a mastermind member for ages. I went on site and trained her team, did a whole fresh start. She's actually a high achiever member now. And she's amazing. She has a very successful business. She's right outside of Flint. That's where I was in Michigan. So anyway, Leslie, congratulations. You get the Success with Guest consultation. Yeah.
She says thank you.
You're welcome. And one more thing about differentiation, you guys. And again, I'm not doing this to sell you. If you want to do it, great. If you don't, that's fine. But we've been brainstorming on whether to do our book seminar online, where we actually help you become a published author. So I'm trying to see how I can actually do that. So those of you who are interested in becoming a published author and you want to do it with us online, you can always shoot us an email and see how we can help you. But you can find out more about that to improve your positioning on becomepublished.com. Becomepublished.com. We have a great program where we can help you become a published author. And that is the icing on the cake as far as differentiation is concerned. Because I mean, that's like immediate authority when you have written a book. It's really cool.
So actually 3 people have asked this question real fast before we move on. Do referral programs work in your opinion?
Oh, absolutely. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite. Absolutely, yeah. Actually, Magic was asking us about this too in our mastermind group the other day about doing a whole referral campaign. And okay, so here's the thing on referrals. You can double your business if each person that you have now, each client that you have now refers just one other person. You can double your business if each person referred one person. Think about that one. Let it sink in. That's incredible. That is incredible. But you know what's sad? Is your team doesn't ask for them. They have no target for them. They have no bonus for them. You don't measure them. There's like nothing. You don't even, it's like, it's not an important thing. And to me, that's the most important. And if you can take someone, let's say Tara is so happy with what I'm doing for her. And if we don't really take the time to have a conversation with her and talk to her about referring someone, we're totally leaving money on the table. So I love referrals. So should I give them a little referral strategy? We're almost, oh my gosh, we're almost out of our time. You guys want to hang out?
We just have questions coming in like crazy.
Okay.
So,
well, I have a great referral campaign I can teach you how to do. It's amazing once you reopen. As a matter of fact, that's one of the things that you should do as part of your recovery plan is reach out to all the people that are clients of yours, and you do a referral campaign, like a register to win, kind of like what I just did with you now, register to win, the leap ahead seat. And they just give you one or two person that would benefit as they're benefiting from what you're doing for them. That's like a no-brainer.
the problem is people just don't ask.
They don't ask. That's the problem, is your team is not trained. That's the problem. Yeah, most team members, I have to tell you, I've been as a secret shopper all over the world doing secret shopping missions. And I've never been asked for a referral. Never. They just don't. It's not part of the process that you have in place. And that's why those 4 S's that we teach, systems, structures, solutions, and strategies are so important. Because if you make it systematic, and if you make it where you're measuring the results, you're gonna get totally different results. Remember, we talked about KPIs last week, key performance indicators. So referrals, for everybody, those should be part of your key performance indicators. And you need to measure it. You need to set a target. How many referrals can you generate a month? And then let them reach that target, and then you reward them as you see fit.
So, Dr. Matta is on, has a
hi,
question.
Dr. Matta.
And being what we're talking about right now, she's asking that she's a dentist.
Right.
So how does she
remember.
put proof on her website that a dentist can be as competitive because of their skills of how they know the anatomy and the
Absolutely.
face structure?
No.
But how does she really get that across to her clients?
So she can do all sorts of videos herself talking about her expertise. She can have a testimonial or many testimonials from other people. She can actually interview those other people that she has actually done treatments on and have them talk about it. And reviews, I mean, those are all things that you can, actually that's the biggest trend. I don't know if you guys know this, but the dentists are knocking on your door. So you better get your stuff together. I'm serious.
Well, funny thing that she's on, because Dr. Matta actually just hired us to redo her homepage of her website today.
Yeah. Oh, good.
So, I mean, we're going to set her up for her positioning.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and she's a member too.
Yeah.
She's a mastermind member. And what you want to do when you are a dentist, or when you are, I mean, we have so many gynecologists, urologists, cardiologists, you name it. They're all opening up MedSpas. So it does not matter. You are a doctor. And actually, I'm very excited about dentists because we're launching. Once we relaunch, I'm going to go after that market. So that's going to be my new market. Dr. Matta, you're going to help me. So dentists are going crazy. They all want to do they can do treatments from the head up. It's what the deal is with dentists. And since they are such experts with injecting, I mean, that's just a natural progression, I think. And as long as you do the proper marketing behind it, it does not matter what kind of doctor you are. I think you can do it. I'm sure all the plastic surgeons and dermatologists now did not like me anymore. Yeah.
Wow. They'll be okay. Because
They'll
you have so much knowledge.
I know.
As long as you're following what you say, they'll be the experts.
Exactly.
So I think we should move on to chapter 7, which is our final chapter in part 2, and it's all about ready, set, action, videos. And success. So, and we know that's your favorite thing. So I swear, if we were flat on the wall, you'd probably sit around here video recording yourself.
No, not
So-
quite. And we have a couple of things to give away too. So hop in and give us
Yeah.
your input or your feedback, or tell us you bought the book and leave us a review on Amazon. That would be great. But let me answer some questions on videos.
Yeah, so Pam had asked, you have a list of different types of videos that we could do. Can you elaborate a little bit on these, please? And I think she even was nice enough to give us her page number that she was referring to, which is 112.
100.
So she said you gave them a list.
Yes, I did. Okay, welcome video for the homepage, testimonial videos, which we just talked about, educational videos for each page. We didn't talk about that. So I told you to put a testimonial for each page, right? But you should also have a video of you explaining what that page is all about. That's a great way to actually also use videos. And then professional videos for monthly specials or newsletter. Do you guys do a newsletter? You should. I've been publishing a newsletter for the past 10 years, and it goes out on the first of each month, no matter what. It just does. So that's very important to put videos in your newsletter. Actually, you should go to our website and you should go to the newsletter tab and just follow my model. You'll see how I use videos in the newsletters in case you haven't seen those yet. So that would be good. And then the product of the month could be another video. So one of those things, the most important starting out would be the welcome for the home page video. So when someone comes to your homepage right away, they see who is behind the business. And you know what's amazing? How many times do we go on someone's website and we can't even see a picture of them?
That's true.
Sometimes there's not even an about button.
No.
It's like, what the fudge? Are you kidding me? No, that's not how it should be. By the way, I am saying fudge in case you're not hearing me properly.
We're gonna have fudge next week.
Yeah. So actually, I'm doing a how to do video training next week with all of my mastermind members, and I have to say, people don't like to read so much.
Right.
They don't. Not everybody likes to read. I love to read, but not everybody loves to read. So people scan, or they like to watch. YouTube has more users than any other platform, and people are sitting there watching hours and hours and hours of videos. So if you don't have a YouTube channel yet, you better get going. Get your YouTube channel up and start doing videos. I have to tell you, I'm so proud of what our members have done this past couple of weeks with videos. I
It's
mean, they're
amazing.
just cranky. I've been harping on this for a long time. I've been trying to teach people to do videos and webinars and positioning for years. Finally, they're starting.
It took a lockdown to get them to do it.
It took a lockdown to do
And I
it.
think some of them are almost kind of like kicking themselves for not doing it before.
Yeah.
I mean, especially that they could have done so much already.
So
Crazy.
go to our YouTube channel and ring the bell and
Mhm.
subscribe. And I probably have more subscribers for YouTube in the industry than probably anybody else.
Oh,
We have like over 2,000 subscribers, and we're working on building it. But and our videos have probably been viewed. We have probably, I don't know how many videos do we have now, over 400, 500? I
something
have
like
no
that.
idea, but I do videos all the time, and you should do too.
And I mean, we're all watching them. Even myself, when I get in my car, I have your audios in there, and my husband's like, "Can we turn her off? We're going to dinner." I mean, because you can't stop learning from it, right?
You gotta keep learning.
And then let me ask you this. Norlisa asked, right now, should they only be promoting to their loyal clients?
No.
I think she's missing a great opportunity for her to have asked that.
Yeah, so right now you should be promoting to your own clients. You should be promoting on social media to gain new clients. And you should be doing business relations to gain new clients. So you really need all of it. Well, here's what I told everybody when we first started doing the webinars. What you really want to do right now is make a positive impact on your community. you need to sit back, take a look at yourself, see how you can positively impact people. What do you have to say that will help members of your community? And you need to go out there and say it. Like, I mean, that's the first thing I did, like right away, though I've done this all my life doing it, but like when the coronavirus hit, I knew I had to make a difference. I decided to launch Global MedSpa Association.com and start putting all that content on there. I wanted a place for people where they can unite, get educated, and share. So that's why I started that. And my global reach now is stronger than ever before. I mean, we have members in Japan and different countries all over the world, Canada, you name it. But now we're seeing people like we just did, you know, Malaysia or Russia or South Africa or Australia. So that's what you want right now. Right now, you need to put yourself out and show people how you are making a positive impact. Do you think I'm making a positive impact now? Of course, right? I don't have to be sitting here right now doing this. I could be drinking wine, but I'm doing it because I care. I'm doing it because by helping you, I also help my business and my team, and I can keep paying everybody. So those are the things that are so important to do right now. And I hope that you do them. So start doing some videos. Maybe you should become a member. Let me walk you through the process, just like Dr. Mata and Linda and everybody else. So it's important. It's important to have a mentor and a coach to guide you in these times. It really is. I have one, and maybe you need one. So go check it out. We have some amazing, smart people in our group. They're really brilliant. And imagine feeding off this, we call it brewing brilliance. That's what we're doing. We're brewing brilliance. And imagine being around all these people. It's pretty cool.
And you have someone to hold you accountable. And that's the nice thing about what we're doing right now. I mean, they're meeting at 11 o'clock with you every single day. And it's like everything stops because they have Dori's attention and she's helping them make to that next step in their business. Mm-hmm. And I'm constantly getting thank yous for taking the time to do this for them.
Absolutely.
Because if you didn't lead them, no one else is leading them.
Yeah.
And they'd all be sitting wondering what to do.
They would be closed and not making any money.
Right.
Where now they're open, really, the business is closed, but they're still open to making money.
Because unfortunately, when this is over, there are some med spas that are never going to get to open again.
Of course not.
I think the people that are engaged with you and really staying
you gotta keep going
in front of their clients are going to be able to stay open.
Exactly.
So I think with that, we're right over. Is there anything else about videos that you think would be really just...
Well, there's actually a lot that
I know there's a lot
into video and how you post them and the keywords and the tagging. I mean, there's really a lot involved with making sure that you get eyeballs on the video. So it's not just shooting it. Right. If you shoot it and then nobody sees it, that doesn't help you. So between Instagram TV, where you can do a video on there, not just the 1 minute one on the page. You can actually have an Instagram TV spot. You can do longer videos on that. So between your Facebook Live, you should be doing do-it-yourself. Like all of our members right now, they're doing do-it-yourself videos. We have one of our members did a great event the other day called PJ's Products and Peels. Or peels and products. I thought that was so cute.
Yeah,
Julie.
Yeah.
And so those are the kind of things right now you need to do. Now, you can do these quickly and put them out, but for the long-term success in videos, there's a lot that goes into it as far as the marketing part. And then, of course, they should be on YouTube first, right? That's where they should live. And then you multi-purpose them again all over. So people can see them in different platforms.
I think doing a live is really good right now because there's a bunch of moms and women sitting at home and they need an outlet. And
That's
if
right.
they can go lock themselves in their room and do a peel or something, they're begging for someone to give them that reason.
And one thing, when we were testing the best time during the day to do something like this, like if you are attracting moms, that's your clientele, that's your target market, and if they have younger children, so you might want to try doing the events more in the evening after they've already put the kids to bed. They can grab a glass of wine and have some fun with you. So be careful and test your times, see what works and what doesn't. So for part 3, we're going to talk about generating sales, generating money. So we're going to talk about sales. We're going to talk about the consultation process, and then how to make money from your website 24/7, so you can make money while you're sleeping with that and the VIP program. So we have you have 3 chapters to read between now and next week, next Friday. And we'll get together again on Friday.
I feel like yesterday was just last Friday.
Yeah.
The weeks are just rolling.
So now we have everybody's name that already purchased the book, because we're the ones shipping it out after you purchase it. So if you have not gone to Amazon yet to purchase your book, please go. Again, the book's name is How to Make Millions with Your Medical Spa on Amazon. And then I would love for all of you who actually got the book and are enjoying the book to go back on Amazon and leave us a review. That would just be totally appreciated. This is a heart, if you can see.
And can you tell them, some people are asking how best to communicate with us because they have some questions that they'd like to talk about a little more in depth?
Yes, so you can reach us. So you can do this 2 ways. You can either send us an email. You can send it to either Dori or Tara. Tara, T-A-R-A, Dori. We only hire people with 4 letters. We have Dori, Tara, Sarah, Paul. And we can't spell more than 4 letters. So we keep everybody at 4-letter names.
And if they have more, then we cut it down.
Yeah, we trim it. So you can, that's at InSPArationManagement.com, or you can go on the homepage and fill out a success planning form. It's right there on the homepage, you can't miss it.
Mm-hmm.
And we can have one of our business advisors get on the phone with you and tell you what are some of the best things that you can do. And I really want to encourage you to go. If you have not seen this webinar that I did the other day, you really should go see it. Again, it's called the We Dare System, How to Make Money Online with Consultations. So that's a free webinar for you to go watch. And if you want to get your hand on the actual system, then you can just go to the shopping cart, and it's the very first product in the shopping cart.
And for the event planning USB, how that drawing is going to happen. So anyone that leaves a review between now and next Friday, we're going to pull a drawing, and you will be announced live next Friday at 2 p.m. on who the winner will be for the event planning. So go to Amazon, leave your review, and then that way we can announce you as the drawing on next Friday. And then we're going to have more drawings then too. So
absolutely. We're going to give away stuff every single week, and then we'll do the grand prize for the Leap Ahead seminar.
And maybe by the end of it, maybe the 4th week, we might actually convince Dori to have some wine at 2 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. I might do that.
We might do it. So
we'll have some tea or maybe coffee with Bailey's.
There you go. We could do that.
That might work.
Might be a good idea.
All right, you guys. Well, we went a little bit over, but it truly was a pleasure having you here. It's so much fun for me to do this. Keep your comments and your information coming with questions and things so we can truly help you. So I want you all to stay safe, stay inspired, do things. Come on, be proactive, get things done. Be like some of our great members that are just rocking it. It doesn't matter, they're rocking it, and you can too. So God bless you guys. So nice to have you. See you next time. Bye.